Today, Precarious plays
Endless Legend. I made my decisions. I now have a moderately armored ranged unit that's focused more on like a balance of production cost to ability.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got one queued up in all three cities.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to gather them all up, and then I'm going to go talk to that minor faction with them, you know?
Yeah.
Is everybody's ready? Everybody's done? I think that one of the problems with decision making in this game is that you can spend quite a lot of time making a really solid plan and then I just unlocked the granary, so guess I better just throw all the work I just did in the bin.
Mm-hmm.
Here is a great example of that exact thing. Remember how I was saying that we didn't have a use for these resources yet?
Yeah.
Now we do. The public granary takes 5 glass steel to make. Is that one's falling behind a little bit. So I'm going to queue this up because they have the lowest population.
Yeah.
And they also are going to take the longest to increase their population, right?
Yeah.
This is exactly what I was talking about before as well, where the watchtowers just keep getting pushed back.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You're like, oh, we'll get there.
It's fine. I mean,
When are we supposed to get
eventually.
roads again?
We should already have some.
I see. I see them.
Yeah.
There they are.
There it is. Now, I don't want to build one of the road hubs there,
Mm-hmm.
but I do have one queued here, so that way our neighbors to the south, if they want to take our roads, they'll either have to build their own, or they'll just have to accept ours
Yeah.
that just run the long way around.
Weren't roads part of one of the treaties that we were trying to work out? Treaties, discussions.
I was thinking about giving them a technology, maybe? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I think that's what I mean.
How far would it... See, this is how good the roads are.
Wow.
So they can just move that far in one turn compared to like this far without the roads. So it's not like a huge bonus.
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I mean, anytime you save pretty much a whole turn.
It's about 50% further.
Yeah. No, to me, that feels like a lot. Especially on a map this small.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And I think that the roads might just get better as you go along.
Can you extend roads like beyond your city?
They are generated automatically city to city by that Imperial Highway right away.
Right.
The right of way improvement.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what happens if you put a city in a weird spot.
What do you mean?
I mean, right now all of our territories are contiguous. What if you put a city to connect with roads like two counties over, you know? Would it still build the roads between them, or does it have to be all
It's
on land?
region to region.
Okay.
So you would have to have... Somebody would have to be there. I think it would either have to be like an ally if you wanted to use them, or you'd have to put one there yourself, I think. I'm pretty sure. One thing I'm not sure about is where is it? Shipyard. Okay. Unlocks ship travel on Empire. No, that's not right. Where's cargo docks? This is how you. I'm pretty sure this is how you. There it is. Creates ocean roads, which is used by trade routes.
Huh.
So that's how you can go. I think any body of water. Actually, no, I guess they're subdivided by regions as well. We're sort of neglecting the oceans right now.
Well, so is everybody else, as far as we can tell.
Maybe.
As far as we can tell. We need to go... I know this... Okay, this is something that I used to have trouble with. And you can tell me now. But I'm very curious to fill in the rest of the map. And it feels odd not to have somebody constantly walking that direction.
I remember what my intent with that one unit that was just sort of like hanging out near our cities.
Yeah.
Was to get them some friends and then send them to explore. I think that because the map is so small, I feel sort of satisfied with what we've explored, which is why I don't feel the need to expand beyond that. I could just start sending the Skyfin around to scout things.
If it's not going to mess us up in any way, I would like that.
It will impact our dye production.
What? Why?
Because it's camping on a dye resource.
Oh, okay, then don't do that.
I could start making another one. Remind me to start making another one once the winter is over.
Okay, another Skyfin.
Yeah. Right now, do you want to pick up a third hero? Because we've got the dust.
Yeah, sure. Maybe one of the ghosty guys? Like the ghosty armors?
Oh no, that's always a problem. This is why
Oh, it's Zoyos Bright Slash the Second!
Yeah, you're getting into some uncomfortable cloning. So I think we're gonna give him a pass, even though he might be the best tactical choice.
There must be someone quite like Zoyos Bright Slash.
Well, here's the question. Do you want someone to help explore, or do you want another home buddy?
I feel like we might need another home buddy, because as much as I am trying to urge you towards peace and friendship and love and whatever, I still don't want to be naive about the fact that the people in the orange garb seem a little bit uncomfortable with the entire notion of cooperation.
You said home buddy. Did you mean army?
I don't think... Someone to protect our cities.
That's not how it works.
Oh.
No, it's basically it can work that way. But generally you have the class. Well, no, that's not fair. Usually you have more passive bonuses. Let me try to find one that here, like this is a perfect example. This is a governor ability, straight up, right? If you park them on a town, that town will benefit from increased dust on terrain that already produces dust. Then you have ones like, oh, here's another perfect example. This one is for attaching to... You attach the hero to an army.
Right.
And every unit under their command will benefit from increased maximum life. There are some abilities, like this one, which interact with, like town defense. What I'm saying is, the people that would be most responsible, the heroes that would be most responsible for actually defending our towns, would not be governors living in those towns. It would be the ones attached to our armies.
Okay. Well, that was my brain remembering an old way that has nothing to do with this game. So, yeah, maybe we should have somebody who's a little bit more combat ready. Like, once you... What is it called? Is it called garrisoning? What do you call it when you stick a hero to a town and have them sit there?
They just become a governor.
Okay.
For our purposes, even if the game doesn't define them this way, well, okay, no, that is definitely governor, right? So that's a governor, and then let me find one of our armies. So for our purposes, we'll just call them generals, so we don't get confused, because it looks like they're just called heroes. But we're going to have governors and generals.
So can a governor retire from their job and become a general?
Yes.
Okay, but it's not very efficient that way.
There are two things that make it inefficient. One, you only get so many skill points. Eventually you can fill out like a lot of this grid, but you don't usually fill out like the whole thing. The other thing is there's a cooldown for assigning heroes to one job or the other. This person actually can reduce that cooldown. So they might be able to swing both. That's a lot of production stuff, which would be helpful, but I don't really, like, they're it's mostly about exploring until the end where they get some attack and damage bonuses.
Yeah. Well, what do you think that we need more? Do our neighbors make you nervous? Always.
Always, yeah. I think what do we have? Zoya's doing.
Yeah. Looking good. Looking good in his winter coat.
So he's already sort of got exploration going. I think that we should try to find somebody that is just hyper aggressive.
Okay.
I think that we should try to find someone that's got like an army attack bonus, something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe even someone from the Necrophage faction, because they have they have the army attack bonus.
I would say no, but we are already friends with like sawtooth multi-headed hydra monsters, so I shouldn't be closed-minded. If it's going to help us be prepared for the eventualities of the surprises of having a civilization, I mean, all right. I like that snowman a lot. He's really goofy looking.
That one might be better for our situation specifically. Army initiative can be... The problem with initiative is I think it's very like all or nothing. Where either you're faster than them or you're not. But that's an attack bonus. Oh, I hate that whenever you have to dip in the middle tree. Attack and initiative and life. Reinforcement. Position on army. Do they have anything good over here? Science. And that's more attack on, I think, all units. And then that's just for the hero. She's pretty aggressive. The only thing that isn't aggressive is she has, like, the core power that she has. Oh, but wait, they are both army focused. No, I think we should go with her because she has some stacking defense stuff and some stacking initiative stuff. And getting 1 point here isn't going to hurt anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Sunseeker, Zakia, Ellie, the third.
And now we need to inspect.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah, this is they're the Ardent Mages.
Okay.
They're into the sex stuff.
I mean, like, why not? She looks like part ghost.
Slowdown, exhaustion, and unsteady.
She has very good poise.
Which one? This always bothered me because minus 50% battle movement is okay, but I think exhaustion, defense, and attack. So there are 3 spellcasting options.
Mm-hmm.
You have wands, scepters, and staves.
Yeah.
And they all have a capacity that is effectively the kind of spell that they're slinging, right?
Yeah.
And it's all related to a debuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I remember correctly, the one that provides the initiative bonus, yes, is also the one that gives a penalty to attack.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very good supportive idea because it's like they go first because of their initiative bonus from the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And then they can hit an enemy, which reduces their attack, which reduces their capacity to deal damage successfully in some capacity. I think it's like hit, but then maybe also like I think that there are grades of attack success,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why I'm going to go with that one.
Mm-hmm.
How much would it cost to bring that up? I think that the speed is pretty bad. Can't afford that. Dang. Okay. Well, this is all we can afford right now.
Okay.
Because we just spent all of the dust equipping them or purchasing them.
I mean, aren't they fancy enough as it is? I mean, right now, just to start off.
Yes,